So, have you ever thought of yourself in such a situation whereby you are from a single parented home and you find that from your side you are only 10 kids? No, not even only. You are 10 kids. 10 kids. 1 to 10. Then your mom meets an old high school sweetheart and they hit it off. The sparks come back and then they decide to take the next step, which is getting married without involving new kids. And the person she's getting married to has 8 other kids.
Wow, family.
Okay.
Makes me remember the movie.
No, I've watched it. Yours,
Yours,
mine,
Mine,
and
and
ours.
Ours.
Yeah, this mine.
The 2005 film specifically, because that film was a remake of the 1968 film.
Yeah.
So-
What was the name of the 1960?
The same name.
This mine.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we have, in the movie we have Frank and Helen as the main characters.
Yeah, Frank and Helen. No.
Yeah, Helen North has 10 kids and then Frank Beatsley has 8 kids.
Yeah, Helen kids, 5 were adopted. 4.
Six were adopted
Yeah,
and then
and
4
4
were
were there.
home kids.
Exactly.
And
with
she
the
was
eight
the
husband.
handbag
Handbag
designer, while Frank,
He's a military captain.
he's
Yeah.
a military
I never
captain.
seen that shit. Yeah.
And from the fact of him being a military captain, you can imagine the kind of a person he was. He was maybe you can put it as a perfectionist.
Yeah.
He wanted things done in an orderly way. with
And the
rules
way
and
he wanted,
regulation,
and the way
and the way
he
he
wanted
wanted
himself.
things to be done.
Exactly.
But on the other side, when you look at Helen, Helen is has a different personality.
Yeah.
She's a freestyler. She wants things. She doesn't have a specific way of how things should be done. So you can do things the way you want them to be done.
And
With
that's-
no rules.
Yeah, and that's how actually she brought up the kids.
Yeah.
Actually, when you see, because when they moved together, when they lived together,
Yeah, the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the beginning of when they are just beginning their life,
Yeah.
we saw the kids. There was that clash of
Ideas
cultures,
of their
actually,
life. Yeah.
of how they were brought up.
Yeah.
The kids actually from the North family, they were free. They wanted to do everything.
Because they were never scheduled for anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
You are never told
And
you're
like
supposed to wake up
Frank's
at this
children,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. You're supposed to do this.
You're
Yeah.
supposed
this
to have
way.
7 minutes to
Shower,
shower,
5.
Exactly.
Go to
Then
school.
the other ones, they grew up under regulations and conditions and how they are supposed to do things and
Yeah.
what time at what
They
time.
didn't understand why they had to wake up at a specific time. They had to be woken up using a bell or a whistle.
Yeah.
They didn't understand
And I
that.
guess they also faced more humiliation when they were going to
To
school.
school,
Like
yeah.
they had their own bus. Their own
Only
school
one
bus
school
to
bus.
school.
Yeah, used to carry all those kids.
So that's when everything started.
Yeah.
The clashes, they were not in good terms.
Yeah.
Then
They were even bullied in school.
Yeah.
A lot happened. They were being told they used to share the underpants. That's funny. I know.
But they were sharing rooms also with something which was not, didn't go well with the North kids because
Yeah.
the Frank kids are the one who migrated to their home,
Yeah.
to the lighthouse.
Mm.
And you remember when actually one is very decent, the other is very dirty, the other ones are drawing butterflies
Flies
in
on
the,
the
in
wall.
the
Yeah.
walls. Yeah, and actually when you see that, you see that clash of culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, on how they're supposed to stay in their home, and
Yeah.
that was how they were staying in this one's house. And you see, like at some point, there was a timetable, a program on how they're supposed to shower.
Yeah.
Exactly, and how when they're supposed to come for meal time.
Mhm.
Yeah, initially it wasn't that way,
Yeah.
and that didn't go well with the North kids.
Yeah.
Come to think of this, don't you think the children, especially from the North family, that's Helen's family, when the other children from Frank's family changed the routine, they had the idea of making them go back to the real routine that was made by the father.
Yeah.
So them putting a false alarm, don't you think it was a bad idea? That's being selfish.
No, that was payback. I would have done the same.
Really?
Yeah. How can you do that to us? You know, like we're supposed to get along, but that was not the way.
What about if they would have used the same old routine than having themselves as the North kids?
No, the same old routine. You meaning that the North kids to do what they were doing before and
No, the initial
okay.
the initial timetable that was made by Frank.
Okay.
It had both of them balanced.
Okay, that was.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So
But-
I think if it was, let's say, payback, not in a bad way or in a good way,
Yeah.
a neutral way
But
of them using the initial.
The problem was
tentative.
actually the lady, the wife actually,
Yeah.
Eleanor. She didn't want the kids to be under any regulations or
Yeah.
conditions.
She just wanted
She
them
just
to
wanted
be
the kids
free.
to be free,
Yeah.
do
She
whatever
used to
they
say
want,
like life.
and
it's
how
not
they
about you.
exactly and how
Yeah.
they want it.
Yeah.
And actually, that's what brought like misunderstanding between them and the kids, because the other kids were in support of their father, how they are brought,
Yeah.
but the not kids, they were in support of their mom,
Yeah.
how they should live.
Yeah.
And you saw actually there were that protagonist
Mhm.
whereby the other family is struggling that's the way to go,
Yeah.
and the other family is trying this is the way to go. And you see sometimes there was a time actually when there was that party. Yeah.
The party, you know,
Which-
that's when they were working to make their parents
Parents
separate.
separate.
But you know, before that, the parents tried to bring them together,
But
but they
it
want
didn't
to
work.
Yeah, it didn't work at all.
Yeah.
That's when they decided, like, to make their parents divorce by doing anything that will make their parents angry in
Yeah.
any way. Like the first time when they cleaned Helen's workplace, you know, she just loves her being disorganized because that's how she thinks she can get something.
Yeah.
Okay. Then,
Well, come to think of this, Helen, just as you'd say, Helen wants her things disorganized, and she was to work within a schedule
yeah.
of around the next 10 days. She was to get
1,000.
1,000
Yeah,
francs.
1,000
Very
francs.
So she said
Remember.
when she has her things disorganized, she's able to get this from that. But according to the husband, Frank, so that when the things are organized, that's when she'll be able to get this and that from different places and bring them together.
Yeah.
So when
She was under pressure.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was under pressure. So that caused a misunderstanding when she came back home and she couldn't get her things. Yeah.
But putting myself in her shoes, I do understand that. I do feel
Yeah.
that. Because, you know, it's something, it's your work, that which will help you feed the family.
Yeah. So you can do it the way you want to do it.
Yeah. So when it comes now to the party, that was the day that Frank was going for the dinner. When he
Yeah.
was supposed to be promoted.
Yeah.
He turned down.
Because he wanted to stay
He
with the
wanted to stay
family.
with the family.
Yeah.
But when he got home, he found that the kids were having a party, courtesy of the
Mother.
the mother, who
Yeah.
gave them the permission.
Exactly.
So he was
And the
like-
dad was not told that they
Yeah,
had the
so
party.
he
And then
got
he came, then
angry.
he found so many people.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, and the mom also was, by the way, she was
She was shocked.
surprised in a
Yeah,
way.
she didn't expect
because she
that.
didn't expect that number.
She
of people.
expected just a few
Few
friends.
friends, and-
So what she found was many people, many friends,
Mhm.
a disorganized place. Yeah.
And even the way the dad says that way, I know that has happened so many times. So also,
Yeah.
It happened.
it was actually a command. Everyone gets
Out. Yeah,
then
if
the
you're
other
not
kids
from
are-
this family,
Yeah.
out.
And then I remember that it didn't go well with how the father handled the situation.
Yeah.
It didn't go well actually with the mom too.
Yeah.
She wanted this to have been handled in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a better way than
The way Frank
exactly
handled
the
it.
way Frank handled. And that's why we see actually the first point whereby they really didn't get to understand each other in that
Mhm.
manner.
Yeah, true.
And that's the point whereby we see the point whereby each and everyone is giving up. The father
Yeah.
is giving up.
The mother is also giving up.
Exactly.
But according to me, in a family setup, there should be understanding.
Yeah.
You should understand me, I should understand you. And that can only come when we bring ourselves together,
Yeah.
know who you are, and by the end of the day, be able to accommodate each and every one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was when Frank decided, like,
He has
because
to
now
take
it's
the
not
job.
working, he's going to
Take the job and be away from his family.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And back in school, something good is happening.
Yeah.
The two boys, the two twins from Frank's family, who are always being humiliated, bullied. The other children from the North family,
But,
they they backed
Yeah.
the boys up.
When there was a boy who wanted to beat them up.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
This-
And on
when
the
you
other
touch my
side,
brother.
yeah,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
all of them came
when you
up.
mess with my brother, you mess with me. That's what they used to say.
And then with me, everyone was
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
to
they all
meet
came.
me.
I think that,
Yeah.
that
And
was
how
And
they
good
also-
helped
support.
win the
Yeah, they helped
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They
Yeah.
really campaigned for him that time.
Yeah, that was so
You see the
good.
posters including they brought their pin.
Yeah, to
There were
campaign.
so many.
Yeah.
And that was good.
That's the time when
they realized that
we
getting
need
along.
each other, we were getting along,
Yeah.
and whatever they did was wrong. That's
Yeah.
when they started trying to get away to make mom
My
and dad.
to
But it
come
was
together.
too late
But
in a way.
no, according to me, I don't think it was too late.
Yeah. Because you know they still love each other.
Yeah.
The only thing which was separating them is the kids.
And
That's
since the
what
kids
I'm
are coming
saying.
together, they are bonding. I think it was a good
Don't
idea.
put yourself if you are a parent, you get married with another person who has kids and your kids are not getting along. There's no way you two can also get along.
Yeah.
So I understand. So that's when the big kids, both of France,
Frank and North
went to the
to
sea.
the coast, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to go and try to convince their dad
To
come.
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Frank was thinking like, no, it's too late. I don't know if your mother will agree to this.
Then he saw the light from the lighthouse.
From the story
Yeah.
he gave her, you know, he said that, you know, there was this light keeper. When she lighted up the house, it showed him that she wanted her
Mhm.
to be mine. You
Mhm.
know, I want her to be mine,
Mhm.
you know. So that's when they tried to give it a shot and they had the wedding. At least this time, everyone
Everyone
was
was
involved.
involved.
Yeah, exactly.
And in conclusion, from this movie, we can see that in a family setup, as we had said earlier, decisions should be involved
Yeah.
both
It
parties.
should be inclusive.
And
True.
we shouldn't rush into things.
Yeah.
The way Helen and Frank rushed into getting married
Yeah.
and they found that the kids are not getting along.
Yeah. True.
But also from the movie, we see that misunderstandings can separate people and can still bring people together.
Yeah.
The misunderstanding between the children made Frank and Helen disagree and separate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the misunderstanding brought by the children, by the end of the movie,
Yeah.
brought the family together.
Exactly, and also you remember. I think you should also, whenever you're coming to a new area or you're moving to a new place or
Yeah.
you're moving into a new family, it's very good probably to understand
Some
the culture,
culture.
and the proper.
Mhm.
Yeah, before you put your rules that wants to be followed.
Exactly.
In such a case, everyone should be involved
Yeah.
Yeah.
for there to be peace.
And they should be inclusive.
And family is not
Included
about
too.
showing the good impression. It's about
Just being free.
free.
Yeah.
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 So do you think family is important?
Yeah, family is important, but not really the family.
Uh-huh.
Calling dad, mom, or sister or brother is what you do as a family.
Mm-hmm.
What you express yourself in the family and what you do together matters.
And yeah. True.
Yeah.
Small things actually matters in a
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
So then family is everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.